So if you guys are looking to improve your basic mechanics of Rocket League, then you have come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to improve all your basic mechanics as quickly as possible. I'm going to go over popping the ball, flicking the ball, dribbles, air dribbles, all the beginner level to intermediate level mechanics that pretty much everyone needs to know if they want to get good at Rocket League. Now I know Squishy Muffinz actually made a video on this as well, but it was made 3 years ago, and after watching that back, yeah, it's a little bit outdated, so this is going to be a new and improved version of that, because there definitely are things that I know I could add to make that video 10 times better, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. So before we get started, as always, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to hit subscribe. Our goal for this channel, for anyone that's new, is to one day hit 1,000 subscribers. I think that would be just an amazing goal. That's all I really care about. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So we're going to start off with the basic level mechanic, popping the ball. This is definitely probably the most basic level mechanic, unless you call just flat out hitting the ball a mechanic as well, which technically it is, but it doesn't really get more basic than this. So obviously you're watching your favorite Rocket League YouTuber, you're watching a pro player, and they just easily pop the ball into a dribble, go into a flick. Well, you're not going to be able to do the dribble and the flick if you don't know how to even pop the ball. And it might seem pretty simple, just run into the ball and hit it. But if you're a very new player, I'm talking about at that bronze and silver level, then your knowledge of game physics is very low. The first thing you want to do is just understand how the game physics works. You want to hit the ball around. You're not going to be able to pull off just simple air dribbles like that until you understand, okay, if my car is coming at the ball with this speed, at this angle, with this hitbox, so depending on which car you choose, how is the ball going to interact with it? And you want to get that down very precisely. You want to get your knowledge of the game physics down to a level where you're so comfortable that you can read your own touch before you even make it. Right when you start off the game, you're just going to be hitting the ball. You're not going to be sure where exactly the ball is going to go with each touch. You're just going to be hoping for the best. And I also have some pretty good training packs. And what's great about just learning to pop the ball is the best thing to do is just hit the ball very lightly one way and then just go back into it and and just pop the ball up, attempt to get that on top of your car. You don't have to worry about having a perfect dribble yet. You're really just learning the most basic mechanic of Rocket League, and this is for all the bronze and silver level players. Maybe try to double jump into it. Just learn how the ball gets hit. That is step one. Make sure you can do that before we get into dribbles. Now, like I said, one mechanic leads into the other. So if you want to learn to dribble the ball, you need to pop the ball into that dribble. And getting a clean dribble like this is not easy. In fact, there actually are some training packs that I will recommend. And if you're on PC, I will recommend some workshop maps. Unfortunately, on console, the workshop maps, you just are not allowed to use workshop maps, which is unfortunate. But hopefully one day Psyonix will implement that. So with those two things out of the way, I do have a training pack that I want to recommend for those of you at ground level, just learning popping the ball and basic dribbles. The training pack I recommend is Ground Shots. There is the download code. If I remember, I'll also put that link in the description. And just for anyone just starting off with the game, it is just your most beginner level ground shots. Ball rolling in front of the net, then you'll get a bit of a faster variation. And there's a good 50 of them in here, so believe me, you won't get bored doing this. Don't worry about ripping the ball as fast as I am right now. Just work on hitting simple shots. Simply jumping into the ball and hitting it. You know, don't worry about aerialing it at this point. Just worry about catching up to the ball and hitting these super simple shots. Now, the next mechanic that you guys should learn, probably in progression, is aerials. You'll probably be learning aerials along with dribbles. Now, don't get confused with air dribbles. Air dribbles you probably won't be learning till a little bit later on once you master these two, or at least get very comfortable with these two. And we're not even going to go into free play. This training pack is amazing. It's called Self-Set Backboard Consistency. I had the code up on screen for a little bit. I'll also put that in the description. Now, this training pack is meant for double taps, but it serves amazing just for simple aerials. As you can see, the ball is just super slow, and it sets you up perfectly just to practice your touches. There's about 25 very easy, very simple aerials for you to go for. Just work on putting those on target. And to be completely fair, it's a great way to work on double touches too. Since the ball is moving so slow, you could work on just hitting it at the backboard and just getting a nice touch into the goal. So in my opinion, this is the best training pack to practice aerials that's even out there right now. Because not only does it cover aerials, it could eventually cover double taps as well. It's kind of like a 2-for-1. So honestly, just sitting in here, just practicing hitting the ball, getting up in the air, practicing simple car control while you're in the air. That's what you're going to want to focus on next. Now the next mechanic, which is a bit of an intermediate level mechanic, I'd say, is air dribbles. Now you aren't going to see this in your bronze to gold games. It really won't be until platinum until you even start to see people pulling out the most simple types of air dribbles. But I am going to show you guys probably the easiest way to learn how to do them. The first way is obviously going into free play, just hitting the ball at the wall like this. It could be any speed you want, and just going up and learning. You don't even worry about putting spins on it. Don't worry about rolling your car upside down. The only thing to worry about is just driving up into the ball and then just getting those first few touches on it into the net. Now, the second best way to practice air dribbles, in my opinion, is the wall to air dribble training pack, which is just easy 3 shots, and they set you up so well for people at the beginner level. So there is the code right there. Again, I'll probably put that in the description. And it starts off just by rolling the ball up the wall for you, and you can pretty much practice any different types of shots. Like, one reason I really enjoy this is because not only do you just practice air dribbles with it, but you can practice pretty much every type of aerial mechanic, whether it's air dribbles, whether it's going for that flip reset, and then eventually you can work your way up to ceiling shots as well. And I almost hit a ceiling shot double tap, which would have been fucking awesome, but that didn't happen. But yeah, this one training pack basically sets you up for not just intermediate level mechanics, but once you get pretty good at the medium level mechanics, your high level mechanics, you can start to practice those on this training pack as well. This is a great ceiling shot / flip reset setup as well, which honestly, if you're just learning basic mechanics, again, don't worry about going for flip resets and double taps. I mean, I've been playing this game for, oh my god, that was a nuts shot, actually. I've been playing this game for 3,000 hours, so don't watch me just mess around in free play and then just get a giant boner and go off and try doing those. Learn the basics. That's what I did. You don't want to start learning ceiling shots if you're, honestly, even if you're even in platinum. You can, but like, you really aren't going to see them. People who go for ceiling shots and platinums are the ones who really just can't do them. So now for the last intermediate level mechanic that I'm going to talk to you guys about is flicking the ball. Now, flicking the ball and air dribbling will kind of be learned hand in hand, because it's one step up from just popping the ball and dribbling the ball on top of your car. But like I said, they go hand in hand. Once you learn to pop the ball, then you can learn to dribble the ball, and then once you're dribbling the ball, you can flick the ball into your net. Right? You can't learn one without the other. You can't do the other without the other, if that makes any sense. As you can see, I put so much time into doing these flicks, and I think that the #1 way to learn flicks really is in free play, is going up to this ball and just flat out flicking the ball. That is the best way to begin doing flicks. Now, I told you that there was a workshop map earlier that I really do like for dribbling and for flicks. So I do have one more for anyone learning to get better at dribble and flicks. So this is for PC only. But if you download Dribbling Challenge 2 from the Steam Workshop, this is going to be your favorite, I swear to God. So basically, it's just a bunch of beginner level dribbling. So it's a great way to practice popping the ball, dribbling the ball, and then ending off with flicks. This one really is so good, and then they get progressively harder. You can work on dribbling side to side, dribbling for longer distances, and to be honest, obviously you're never gonna need to know how to do this how to dribble in a U shape in an actual game. However, if you can dribble like this in free play, then dribbling in an actual game will become so much easier. It's unbelievable. Now, I fucked up there. But this workshop map really is just amazing for people learning those dribbling mechanics. Doing this will make you a ton better at the game. I promise you that. Because it just is so hard to do this that if you're just learning dribbling, you probably won't be able to do any of these. But for anyone who has a decent grasp of dribbling and you're really looking to take your dribbling game to the next level, this is great. I promise you that. So this has been a continuation basically to Squishy Muffinz video. I wanted to put out a video that was more up to date, had a lot more knowledge in there for all you beginner level players, and if you follow these tips, I guarantee your game will improve. Now, I will end up by saying this, the only way you will get better is by practicing. That unfortunately, there's no magical tip to make you just god tier at the game. Right? Practice just makes perfect. But like I said, I'm grand champion in the game, so I have a pretty good idea of what mechanics should be learned at what time. I have a pretty good idea of how to do all these mechanics. So I really wanted to get this video out there, teach you guys, because like I said, some videos that are out there on doing this are pretty outdated. They're from a few years ago. And you know what? Things change. The same video that was put out 2 years ago is not going to be the same video put out if it was made this year, right? So I really do hope that I did help some people, and that after following these tips and using these training packs, and for the Steam Users Workshop map, your game really does help get improved. If you are stuck mechanically at like that silver, gold, or even platinum range, hopefully this video gives you some ideas on how you can get out of those ranks. But again, like I said, the only way you're ever going to get out is by practicing and putting in the hours. Unfortunately, there's no magic tip. But you know what? That's okay, because we don't want to take the easy way out in life, do we, guys? So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the video, as always, I would really appreciate it if you guys did subscribe. I generally try to post videos daily on this channel, and if not, every other day. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.